A simple seed you can find in many homes may quietly hold the gift of deeper sleep and fewer awakenings. At first, it might sound too ordinary to matter. Yet, for millions of older adults, especially after the age of 60, broken sleep and constant bathroom trips have become a nightly struggle. You lie down hoping for rest, but within a few hours, your body pulls you out of bed again, leaving your legs heavy and your mind unsettled. Over time, this quiet pattern steals not only your energy, but also your memory, your mood, and even your heart health. Today, I am going to show you how this one humble seed, when taken in the right way before bedtime, can calm the bladder, support your nervous system, and allow your body to return to the deep sleep it still remembers. This is not about expensive supplements or risky medications. It is about using a natural gift that has been part of both Indian and American kitchens for generations. Before we begin, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Where are you watching this video and what time are you watching it right now? Please leave a comment below because your story matters and I read every single one. If you find value here, please press like and subscribe so you never miss another simple science-backed tip for living healthier after 60. Because sometimes the answer to restless nights is not far away at all. It may already be waiting in your kitchen. Why older adults wake up at night. As we move into our 60s and 70s, many of us begin noticing a quiet but troubling change in our nights. What once felt like long, unbroken sleep slowly turns into restless hours, with 2 or 3 awakenings often sending us toward the bathroom. Science gives us a clear explanation, and it begins with a hormone called vasopressin. When we are young, this hormone helps our kidneys slow down urine production while we rest, allowing the bladder to stay calm until morning. Yet after 60, vasopressin levels drop. Without enough of it, the kidneys continue filtering and pushing fluids into the bladder even during the night. For many elders, this hidden shift explains why sleep becomes lighter, why the urge comes more often, and why mornings feel heavy instead of refreshed. Alongside these hormonal changes, the bladder itself grows more sensitive with age. In our younger years, it could comfortably hold 12 to 16 ounces, waiting patiently before sending a signal. But after 60, it may begin firing alarms when only half a glass has collected. Imagine being woken up not by true fullness, but by a nervous system that now reacts too quickly. For seniors in Florida or Gujarat, the story feels the same. You lie in bed, the bladder only half filled, yet the brain insists it is urgent. This constant interruption brings not only fatigue, but also anxiety, because each night becomes unpredictable and confidence in one's own body begins to fade. Lifestyle choices can make these natural changes even harder to manage. Eating dinner late, especially heavy or salty meals, pushes the digestive system into overdrive when it should be winding down. Drinking large amounts of water after 7 in the evening may feel healthy, but it sets the stage for multiple bathroom trips just as the body wants to sleep deeply. Even small habits like sipping tea or warm milk too close to bedtime add fluid that the aging kidneys can no longer process at the right pace. And then there is the well-meaning routine of going to the toilet just in case before lying down. Over time, this teaches the bladder to feel full earlier and earlier until false signals become the new normal. The good news is that while these changes are real, they are not beyond our control. Seniors in Michigan who shifted their water intake to earlier in the day reported calmer nights within a week. Elders in Delhi who moved dinner an hour earlier found that both digestion and sleep improved together. And those who learned to trust their bladder instead of forcing unnecessary trips felt relief not only in their bodies but also in their minds. So, if you are living with broken nights, remember this truth. Aging may bring changes, but with gentle adjustments, you can still guide your body back toward peaceful healing rest. Each small step is a reminder that your nights are not lost, and your mornings can still begin with light. The Miracle Seed. Introducing the main character. Across generations, small seeds have often carried quiet wisdom in kitchens from America to India. Among these, sunflower seeds hold a special story. In the United States, farmers once roasted them not only for a crunchy snack during long harvest days, but also because they were known to calm the nerves. In India, elders kept jars of sunflower seeds in their cupboards, chewing a few with jaggery, or mixing them into sweets, believing they soothed digestion and eased the body before bed. These tiny seeds, golden and humble, carried with them a belief that nature provided comfort for restless nights. Today, science has caught up with tradition, showing that sunflower seeds are more than a pastime snack. They hold nutrients that can help older adults rediscover balance in their sleep and reduce those constant bathroom interruptions that weigh so heavily on daily life. Looking at their nutrition, sunflower seeds may appear simple, yet their richness is profound. They are a powerful source of magnesium which supports muscle relaxation, calms restless legs, and promotes a more stable sleep cycle. Many older adults unknowingly suffer from low magnesium, which can leave the body tense and the bladder more reactive. These seeds are also high in vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects the urinary tract from low-level inflammation and supports circulation. Zinc, present in meaningful amounts, plays a role in hormone regulation and immune strength, helping stabilize nighttime rhythms. Tryptophan, an amino acid in sunflower seeds, contributes to the production of serotonin and melatonin, two key messengers for restful sleep. And their natural fiber eases digestion, reducing pressure on the bladder during the night. Taken together, these nutrients form a natural toolkit, soothing the bladder, calming the nervous system, and guiding the body toward the kind of rest it longs for after 60. Modern research helps us understand why these seeds have stood the test of time. Compounds in sunflower seeds promote relaxation of smooth muscles, including those lining the bladder. For an older adult whose bladder nerves are more sensitive than before, this means fewer false alarms in the middle of the night. Their anti-inflammatory effects further ease irritation in the urinary tract, allowing the bladder to hold fluid more comfortably. Magnesium works hand in hand with tryptophan to settle the nervous system and increase melatonin production, giving the brain a stronger signal to rest. The result is simple yet profound: less urgency, fewer awakenings, and deeper, more restorative sleep. For someone accustomed to waking 2 or 3 times each night, this shift can feel like regaining lost peace. Consider 2 lives touched by this simple seed. In Arizona, 70-year-old Helen found herself exhausted each morning after waking 3 times nightly. She tried drinking less water, but the problem persisted. After adding a small handful of unsalted sunflower seeds to her evening routine, she noticed within 2 weeks that she was waking only once, and soon she slept 6 hours without interruption. In Kerala, 66-year-old Raghavan used to sip strong tea late at night believing it kept his digestion light, yet it left him running to the bathroom. When he replaced that habit with a spoonful of sunflower seeds after dinner, the result was different. His bladder calmed, and he began joining his neighbors for morning walks with energy he had not felt in years. These stories remind us that the body, even with age, still responds with gratitude when cared for gently. A seed as common as the sunflower taken with intention can become a natural ally. It offers older adults not just the promise of calmer nights, but also the reassurance that small mindful choices still hold the power to change daily life. The science of sleep and health. After 60, deep sleep is more than just a moment of rest. For older adults, it becomes the very foundation of healing and resilience. During the night's deepest cycles, the heart slows, blood pressure steadies, and circulation improves, allowing the cardiovascular system to recover from daily strain. The brain, too, depends on this stage, clearing away waste products that quietly build up during waking hours. Without enough of it, memory fades more quickly, thoughts become cloudy, and even mood begins to slip. Many seniors in America and India speak of lying awake for hours, then waking groggy despite spending a full night in bed. The truth is, without deep restorative sleep, the body simply cannot rebuild what age is slowly wearing down. It is not just tiredness. It is a gradual erosion of the very systems that allow us to feel alive. Medical studies now confirm what so many elders have quietly felt. Broken nights increase the risk of heart disease, making the arteries stiffer and the pulse less steady. Poor sleep also disrupts how the body manages blood sugar, raising the likelihood of type 2 diabetes. And perhaps most concerning, chronic lack of deep sleep accelerates changes in the brain linked to dementia. Families notice their loved ones forgetting simple things, repeating questions, or losing confidence in daily routines. It is easy to dismiss these changes as just getting older, but science shows they are tied closely to how we sleep. A 70-year-old man in Ohio who struggled with nightly awakenings found his blood pressure creeping upward despite medication. In Kerala, a 65-year-old woman who rarely slept more than 4 hours at a stretch began noticing memory lapses during simple cooking. These personal stories echo what research tells us: unbroken rest is as vital as food and exercise for preserving independence in later life. Fortunately, there are steps within our control that can bring the body back into rhythm. Evening routines matter more than most realize. Eating a heavy, salty meal late at night forces the body to stay active when it should be winding down, leaving digestion unsettled and the bladder under pressure. By choosing lighter dinners with vegetables, lean protein, or warm soups before 7 o'clock, many seniors notice a calmer night. Limiting fluids after sunset while drinking enough earlier in the day reduces unnecessary bathroom trips. Small rituals such as dimming lights, stretching gently, or sipping a warm caffeine-free drink send signals to the brain that rest is near. Nutrition also plays a key role. Foods rich in magnesium, tryptophan, or natural antioxidants can help relax muscles, produce melatonin, and calm inflammation. For example, a handful of sunflower seeds in Texas or a bowl of lentil soup in Mumbai can do more than satisfy hunger. They prepare the body to rest. The message here is gentle but urgent. Aging brings changes we cannot ignore, yet it also offers chances to adapt wisely. Deep sleep after 60 is not a luxury. It is the medicine your body still makes for you if only given the right chance. With mindful choices in food, water, and nightly habits, you can protect your heart, preserve your memory, and greet each morning with steadier energy. Even in later years, rest is still a gift waiting to be claimed. How to use the miracle seed the right way. When it comes to using seeds for better sleep, the right amount and the right time matter more than many realize. For most older adults, a small handful, about 1 ounce or roughly 28 grams, is enough to deliver the nutrients without straining digestion. Eating this serving 1 hour before bed gives the body time to absorb magnesium, zinc, and tryptophan while still allowing the stomach to settle. Seniors in New Jersey who added a spoonful of seeds after dinner often found themselves drifting into sleep more smoothly, while elders in Chennai noticed fewer interruptions during the night. This practice is not about eating more, but about eating wisely, letting the body take in just enough to work quietly while you rest. These seeds can also work even better when paired with simple, comforting foods. A cup of warm milk rich in calcium and tryptophan enhances their calming effect, especially when taken before bedtime. A teaspoon of honey adds natural sweetness and supports steady blood sugar levels through the night, which helps prevent restless awakenings. For those who prefer a lighter routine, pairing the seeds with a mild herbal tea such as chamomile or fennel tea can provide a soothing ritual. Seniors in Texas often mix crushed seeds into warm oatmeal at night, while many in India stir them into a small bowl of kheer without heavy sugar. These gentle combinations do more than feed the body. They send a clear message of comfort to the mind, creating a sense of safety that makes sleep deeper and more restorative. Yet, it is important to avoid common mistakes that can quietly undo the benefits. Eating too many seeds at once may overwhelm the digestive system, causing bloating or discomfort that wakes you in the night. Mixing the seeds with very spicy or salty foods such as pickles or heavily seasoned curries may irritate the bladder and trigger unnecessary bathroom trips. Even in America, pairing seeds with salty popcorn or processed snacks late at night often leaves seniors feeling thirsty, forcing them to drink more water when their bodies should be preparing to rest. Another mistake is assuming that chewing seeds immediately before lying down will help. In truth, the body needs at least 30 to 60 minutes to digest them properly. By respecting this timing and avoiding unhelpful pairings, you give the seeds space to work as intended. The gentle truth is that these small choices can change the rhythm of your night. One measured serving paired with calm evening foods offers the body what it needs without creating new burdens. Seniors who once felt trapped in a cycle of wakefulness and fatigue often find hope again with these adjustments. With patience, awareness, and respect for timing, you too can turn a humble seed into a quiet partner for your rest. It is not about adding pressure, but about giving your body the chance to remember how to sleep soundly night after night. Supporting habits to use. Alongside the seed, managing water intake is one of the simplest yet most overlooked habits for improving sleep after 60. Many elders in both the United States and India believe drinking more water in the evening keeps them healthy, yet the opposite often happens. Large amounts of fluid after 6 o'clock in the evening force the kidneys to work harder through the night, filling the bladder before the body is ready to wake. A more balanced approach is to spread water intake evenly during the day, finishing the majority by late afternoon. Seniors in Ohio, who shifted most of their drinking to earlier hours, reported calmer nights, while elders in Delhi found that taking only a few sips after sunset was enough to stay comfortable. By adjusting this one detail, you allow the body to rest more deeply without the constant interruption of bathroom trips. Gentle movement during the morning and afternoon can also make a surprising difference. As we age, circulation slows and fluid tends to pool in the legs, ankles and feet, often unnoticed until bedtime. When you finally lie down, this trapped fluid returns to the bloodstream and increases urine production just when you want to sleep. Light exercise, such as a 15-minute walk after breakfast or simple stretches while sitting in a chair, helps release that fluid earlier. An older gentleman in California shared that his nightly swelling lessened after he began a short stroll around the block every afternoon. In Kerala, a grandmother found relief by lifting her legs gently while watching evening television, easing the pressure before bedtime. These small acts not only support the bladder, but also strengthen confidence, reminding older adults that they still hold control over their bodies. The position you sleep in and the comfort of your bedroom environment are equally powerful in shaping rest. Many elders lie flat on their backs with heavy pillows or thick blankets, believing warmth equals safety. Yet this can increase abdominal pressure, irritate the bladder, and trigger unnecessary awakenings. A better approach is to sleep on the left side with a soft pillow between the knees, which eases pressure on the bladder and improves circulation. Keeping the bedroom cool and airy further prevents overheating, a common cause of sweating and thirst at night. In Florida, a 70-year-old woman discovered she slept more peacefully when she switched from flannel pajamas to lightweight cotton. In Mumbai, an older couple began sleeping with a small fan and thinner bedding, and within a week, they both felt more rested. Creating this gentle environment is not indulgence. It is giving your body the conditions it needs to heal. Taken together, these habits form a supportive circle around the seed itself. Managing water during the day, moving lightly to release trapped fluid, and resting in the right environment create a foundation for success. For older adults who feel quietly defeated by broken nights, these steps offer hope. They prove that aging does not mean surrendering to discomfort. With awareness and care, your evenings can once again bring rest, and your mornings can still begin with strength and light. Common misunderstandings about nighttime urination. One of the most widespread beliefs among older adults is that nighttime urination is simply part of aging, something that must be accepted. Many seniors in both the United States and India quietly endure restless nights, telling themselves, "This is just what happens after 60." Yet the truth is more hopeful. While age does bring natural changes in hormones and bladder sensitivity, these do not mean broken sleep is unavoidable. Lifestyle adjustments, from managing evening fluids to choosing supportive foods, can make a real difference. Doctors often remind patients that frequent awakenings are not an automatic sentence of old age, but a signal that habits can be adjusted. A 72-year-old in Chicago once thought 3 nightly trips to the bathroom were his fate. Yet after shifting water earlier in the day, he slept almost 6 hours uninterrupted. The message is clear: age may influence sleep, but it does not dictate the outcome entirely. Another common misunderstanding is that nighttime urination only happens to men because of prostate problems. While the prostate can play a role, women also face the same challenge, especially after menopause. In fact, many older women in India and America quietly suffer, often feeling overlooked because the focus rests heavily on men's health. Bladder sensitivity, changes in hormones like estrogen, and weaker pelvic muscles all contribute to the same cycle of broken sleep. A grandmother in Dallas once shared how embarrassed she felt discussing her nightly awakenings, believing only men dealt with this issue. When her doctor explained that it was common for women too, she felt relief in knowing she was not alone. Recognizing that both men and women can experience this condition allows families to seek better support and solutions rather than carrying the burden in silence. The third misunderstanding, and perhaps the most harmful, is believing that drinking less water is the only way to stop nighttime urination. Many elders cut down drastically, hoping that dehydration will protect their sleep. Unfortunately, this approach often backfires. Without enough hydration during the day, the body becomes stressed, blood pressure rises, and the kidneys may actually produce urine more unevenly at night. The key is not to reduce water altogether, but to drink it at the right times. Consuming most fluids between morning and late afternoon while limiting intake after 6 in the evening helps the body process water efficiently. A retired teacher in Mumbai once avoided water all day only to feel dizzy and constipated, yet still woke twice each night. When she learned to spread her intake evenly and taper down before sunset, her sleep improved and her mornings felt lighter. These misunderstandings carry weight because they leave many elders feeling helpless, as if nothing can change. But knowledge brings a different picture. Nighttime urination is influenced by age, but it's not ruled by it. It affects both men and women, and it can be eased by timing fluids wisely rather than cutting them out. With gentle adjustments, older adults can move from silent frustration to quiet confidence, knowing the nights can once again be restful. The truth offers not just explanation, but hope, showing that better sleep is still within reach. In California, 73-year-old Margaret spent years believing her broken nights was something she had to live with. Each evening, she tried to rest only to wake 2 or 3 times before sunrise, shuffling across the carpet with aching legs. She often told her daughter that sleep felt like a stranger she no longer knew. One day, her doctor explained that small changes could matter more than pills and encouraged her to adjust her evening habits. Margaret began finishing her dinner earlier, drank most of her water before 5 in the afternoon, and added a small serving of sunflower seeds about an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, she noticed a shift. Instead of restless hours, she was sleeping nearly 7 straight hours, something she had not experienced in over a decade. Her mornings felt lighter, her mind sharper, and she once again enjoyed her balcony coffee while watching the sunrise, grateful for the simple routine that restored her peace. Across the world in Chennai, 68-year-old Mr. Raghavan faced a similar struggle. For years, he believed his evening cup of strong tea was a harmless comfort, yet it quietly filled his bladder and disturbed his nights. He woke often, leaving him tired and irritable through the day. When he learned about the calming effects of seeds, he decided to make a gentle change. Instead of tea after dinner, he chewed a small handful of roasted seeds, allowing the magnesium and tryptophan to work while he rested. To his surprise, the results came quickly. Within days, he slept through most of the night, waking only once or not at all. His energy returned, and soon he was walking each morning with his neighbors, smiling and sharing that he finally felt younger than his years. The simple shift from tea to seeds became a turning point in his health and daily joy. These stories speak to something deeper than science alone. They remind us that change is possible even when hope feels distant. The relief of sleeping 7 quiet hours is more than a medical victory. It is a renewal of freedom, a release from the silent dependence on pills, and a reminder that the body still responds when cared for gently. For older adults in America and India alike, these journeys show that with awareness and patience, restful nights and brighter mornings remain within reach. As we reach the close of this journey, let us pause to remember the quiet power of one small seed. Though it seems ordinary, this simple food carries minerals and natural compounds that can calm the bladder, ease the nervous system, and help the body drift into deeper rest. Many older adults in both America and India have discovered that adding just a measured handful before bed leads to fewer awakenings and lighter mornings. The gift is not only better sleep, but also the return of energy, memory, and confidence, reminding us that health is shaped as much by gentle choices as by medicine. So I leave you with this gentle blessing: may your nights be calm and your mornings full of light. May you carry the hope that even in later years, your body can still heal, adapt, and find balance again. Each small step, whether a seed, a habit, or a choice, becomes a thread that weaves back peace into your nights. Before we end, I would love to hear from you. Please share your experience in the comments below, press the subscribe button, and tap the bell icon so you never miss another message made just for you. And if this video helped, share it with a friend or loved one who may also need this hope. Together, we can remind each other that peaceful nights are still possible.